Good morning. As we come on the air right now, you are taking a live look at the water sin approaching Poplar Level Road. According to Trimark, all of the lanes are closed. Now, this is going eastbound at mile marker 13. Again, this is on the water sin, I-264 east. All lanes are closed. This started about 6:25, so about 30 minutes ago, and we do have some information. It says 5 vehicles are involved. This is according to Trimark. So if you have any plans to go on the Waterson this morning, you do want to stay away from that area. Good morning, Kentuckiana. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez.
And I'm meteorologist Matthew Willoughby.
So we will keep an update on that traffic alert for you throughout the show, so stay tuned for that. But let's talk some weather right now, because as you can tell from that camera, nice and quiet weather-wise outside, but that's going to change.
Honestly, yeah, we would like to call this the calm before the storm. We got some really big changes on the way. Multitude of weather impacts that we're talking about, whether it's the heavy rain, the storms, the sharp temperature drop-off, the gusty winds, and some record warmth on the way. So with all those things combined, that's why we did issue a weather impact alert day for Sunday night back into your Monday morning. So we really didn't issue it for the warmer weather, but it's that chance for those showers and storms, and likely that really sharp drop off in temperature. So that severe outlook as of right now for this morning does kind of split through the Louisville metro area right here in Louisville. So only a 1 out of 5 risk, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that also with meteorologist Austin Evans by this evening. But those weather headlines for you to really time it out and give you a timeline on what to expect. Sunday will be some warm weather throughout the afternoon. We're talking highs, really breaking records out there for us as we go towards today. That record high is at 70 degrees, forecast high 72 degrees. But by Sunday night, we'll start to see some showers and storms roll through. And into Monday, we're talking some really sharp, cold temperatures on the way for us. We're talking likely into the 20s. So looking outside right now, we are seeing temperatures just into the 60s already. So 66 degrees here in Louisville. And looking at your satellite radar, saw a few light showers overnight, but still holding on to those clouds. And we're talking highs into the lower 70s as we go towards today. That normal high is 44 degrees, but we do have a big temperature drop off to welcome back in winter on the way for this week. I'll be timing out all those details coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Gabe.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Matthew. Just in overnight, a man is dead following a shooting on Saturday evening. LMPD got a call around 9:30 last night to a report of a shooting in the 1300 block of Dixie Highway. That's in the Park Hill neighborhood. When officers first arrived on scene, they found Anthony Dwayne Beals in a parking lot. He was shot multiple times. The officers gave him first aid until EMS arrived. Beals was transferred to University Hospital. He later died from his injuries. LMPD's homicide unit is investigating, and there are currently no known suspects. If you have any information, call the tip line at 574 LMPD, and we will continue to bring you updates on air and online. We have an update for a story we brought you Saturday morning. We've learned a second person is dead after a multi-vehicle crash in South Louisville. It happened Friday evening and shut down both sides of Preston Highway. LMPD told us one of the drivers in that accident is a man in his 80s. He died from his injuries at U of L Hospital yesterday. LMPD says the crash happened around 8 o'clock Friday near Preston Highway and Maple Spring Drive. Officers say a motorcyclist crashed into a car that pulled onto Preston Highway. The driver of that car is the one who died yesterday. The motorcyclist was thrown from his motorcycle. He died at the scene. LMPD says the third driver is expected to recover from their injuries. No charges are expected. In Meade County, the Kentucky State Police is investigating after a man died in a 2-car collision Christmas night. Around 9 o'clock Thursday night, a 19-year-old woman driving down Highway 144 crossed the center line with her pickup truck and hit a Nissan Sentra head-on, killing the Sentra's driver, 20-year-old Trey McMormick of Ekron, Kentucky. KSP says the truck also hit a parked car sitting off the highway. Its driver was sitting inside at the time but was not injured. The truck's driver and passenger were taken to the hospital. Both will be okay. A woman is recovering today after she was shot in the arm in the Jacobs neighborhood Friday night. LMPD officers responded to reports of a shooting off Manslick Road around 11:30 Friday night. When they were there, they found a woman who had been shot in the arm inside of an apartment complex. She was conscious and alert when EMS took her to U of L Hospital. She's expected to be okay. Louisville Metro Police responded to 3 different Christmas Day shootings across Jefferson County. We now know the name of one of the victims in one of those shootings. 34-year-old Austin Lee Lastly has been identified as the man killed in the Skyline Drive home shooting that happened Christmas Day. Before 6:30 that night, officers responded to reports of a shooting at a home on Skyline Drive and found a man who was shot. Lastly later died at the scene. LMPD's homicide unit is doing that investigation. This incident is one of 3 shootings that happened on Christmas Day. The others include a domestic violence incident on Shelvis Drive and a non-fatal shooting on Heathmore Court. Looking over into eastern Kentucky, a 13-year-old from Rockcastle, Kentucky, who went missing in October, has been found hundreds of miles away in Silver Spring, Maryland. Police believe 37-year-old Christian Alexander Delgado kidnapped the girl. Delgado was arrested Friday by Montgomery County Police and U.S. Marshals after authorities received a tip that she might be inside a home in Silver Spring. After Delgado was arrested in Maryland, the Rockcastle County Sheriff's Office in Kentucky got its own arrest warrant for Delgado. The 13-year-old was taken to the hospital for evaluation on Friday. Delgado is held in the Montgomery County Central Processing Unit as he awaits extradition to Kentucky. Back here in Louisville, a Germantown miniature pony owner is fighting to keep her pet. The owner said she's had that pony for 14 years, but the city is now claiming she's no longer in compliance to have it. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley tells us how an ordinance has prompted a court case.
He said, that don't smell like a carrot.
Miniature pony Bandit is pretty food motivated.
Hey, Bandit.
There's kids that walk home from school every day down the alley with their parents with carrots to give him. I mean, it's the neighborhood mascot. I mean, I'm known as the pony lady. So
Owner Susan Bruner
it's like everybody knows Bandit.
has had Bandit since he was 6 months old. In the last 14 years, there have been a lot of memories created
He was in a wedding.
where Bandit has stayed true to character.
Yeah, I took the picture of him with the bride, and then right after that, he reached up and tried to get her bouquet.
Bruner is now faced with the possibility of losing her best friend of 14 years.
Requiring microchipping of dogs and cats. Read in full.
A new Louisville Metro law was approved in October, requiring microchipping of dogs and cats.
Madam President Pro Tem, you have 24 yes votes.
The new law also requires at least 1 or more acres for miniature ponies.
Animal control came out, as they have too many times to count. Nothing found. I said, that's good, we're up to code. He said, actually, you're not.
Bruner only has about 0.2 acres for Bandit.
I was like, well, you can grandfather me in then, because and they said, no, there's no grandfather clause. I said, no, then I'll fight it.
Co-sponsor of the ordinance and council member over the district where Bandit lives, Jennifer Chappell, says she was unaware of this specific edit, saying in part, quote, "My office is reviewing conversations and documents about the legislation to better understand the origins and intentions of this amendment," end quote.
I'm not giving up my horse. Ain't no way. He's my baby.
Bruner now prepares to stand in front of a judge at her upcoming court hearing in her case to keep Bandit. In Meriwether, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
And Bruner says the court date is January 7th and has plans to be there with her petition and has over 1,000 signatures.